Hi, I'm Leticia Fernandez,
And I'm Camila Salavarria.
and today we'll be talking about the effects of ethanol in an adolescent's brain.
As Leticia and I are both high school students, commonly when we go out with our friends, they are exposed to alcoholic beverages. They see these alcoholic beverages as fun and trendy to drink.
But what many people don't acknowledge is that alcohol is a drug and a very addictive one. We are both deeply interested in this topic as ethanol addiction within teens is at an all-time high, even with all the restrictions in place. And we both wonder what exactly makes ethanol so addictive.
So you might be asking, what exactly is ethanol? Ethanol is basically alcohol that people drink. It is very different from rubbing alcohol. Ethanol is composed of hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. Ethanol is the main ingredient in alcoholic beverages and becomes very addictive. As many teens feel stressed, maybe because of school or assignments they have to do, or family situations, and they also may be depressed or just want to go out and have fun, they turn to ethanol. Ethanol provides a good feeling, and at times, they use it as a painkiller. Now, let's add sugar into the mix with ethanol. Sugar by itself is already considered an addictive or like a drug. Through combining two addictive substances, sugar and ethanol, it makes beverages that teens just can't let go of. Most teens do not comprehend the fact that mixing ethanol and sugar can lead to drastic effects, such as dopamine released from your brain through your body while drinking. This dopamine allows for a good feeling throughout your body that teens just crave, so they continue to drink and drink and drink, which leads to many negative effects.
Like we've previously said, teens don't understand the true repercussions these sugary drinks have on them. A few examples of addictive drinks that aren't portrayed that way are pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris, Malibu, Trulies, Mike's, vodka and coke, and more. In college, it's become a trend to mix many alcohols and sugary items all together to take away the true bitter taste of ethanol, making it easier and faster to drink, which is not a good combination for someone. While researching, we found some very important facts that correlate with ethanol addiction within teens. Here are some of the most important ones. Alcohol is to blame for every 1 in 5 deaths in young adults in the US. More than 90% of youth who drinks consume alcohol by binge drinking. This is drinking without any moderation. This could also lead to very bad health issues as well as alcohol poisoning deaths. Excessive ethanol in an adolescent over time can also lead to brain damage. Many more facts, and these exactly affect teens severely every single day.
As Leticia and I were researching, we found statistics on that tobacco and marijuana are still very addictive drugs, but in adolescence, alcohol is the most addictive one. People younger than age 21 in the US each year die due to consumption of ethanol. This includes deaths from homicides, motorcycle crashes, alcohol overdoses, falls, burns, drowning, and suicide. This is all according to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism. And as you can see on the chart on the left, you can see that from ages 16 to 17, the most use is of alcohol. And throughout the whole chart, you could see that alcohol is the one that is used the most.
Okay, for this slide, we have another example of how impactful ethanol could be on one's brain. On the left, we have a healthy brain with a healthy control of alcohol, and it shows high stimulus with the coloring around the brain, especially in the occipital lobe in the bottom. Occipital lobe is responsible for visual, motion, and sensory perception. On the other side, you can see that the alcoholic dependent brain is very dim and doesn't really show a lot of stimulus. You can see how alcohol chemically affected the whole brain throughout all the lobes. High intoxication levels lead to blurry vision, slurred speech, lack of control, and hearing. That's why it affects the occipital lobe significantly.
Overall, while researching, we found that the true causes for addiction surrounding ethanol. Alcohol is not just alcohol. Its composition is made up of addictive substances to a human body, which would be hard to give up. The mixture between ethanol and sugar, which both alone affect people deeply, when combined, it builds up tolerance to very toxic substances, leading to more drinking, socially known as binge drinking.
As we've researched, seeing for ourselves the dark effects that ethanol has on teens is very impactful. It should be taught more publicly how alcohol is not just a quick fun time. It affects you chemically and physically, and it follows you for the rest of your life. Teens becoming dependent on alcohol for various reasons will permanently damage their memory, development, and way of living.